Honestly, so what if I did smoke crack? It's not... What if I did smoke crack? It's not...
Tell me this. Follow the clues. Who controls the media and news? Who rubs their hands and resembles rats? Who owns the banks and wears little hats? Who claims their behavior in each country was fine, but still got expelled from 109?
I want you to come in when my friends are there with a suitcase and say, ladies, the night's over. Me and Ronnie are going to Mazatlan. So my name is Ronnie. Well, it's Rhonda, but don't call me that unless you're mad at me.
We're late bloomers.
What if I did smoke crack? What if I did smoke crack? It's crack. It's none of your, pardon me, it's none of your freaking business in the first place. If you're just jealous, nobody wants to do stuff like that with you because you're boring. You're lame. Write that down.
My best qualities are, I love rats, I love pizza.
What?
Don't tell me what to
I'm also known as Psycho Mike, owner of Psycho Mike's Beach Body Shop on Venice, living in Van Nuys.
My name is Heather, and I love birds, and I'm here to find my lovebird. I would describe myself like a cool summer day.
My ideal date is you would come to my place and pick me up.
Tell me this. Follow the clues. Who controls the media?
What about the 6 million Jews? Well, one of the easiest questions to take care of, actually, is the 6 million Jews. These Jews, if this were true, the 6 million Jew story, you would have to give the Jews credit for being more clever than the cat for having 9 lives, because these Jewish gas Jews show up again and again and again all over the world, not just here. The Jewish Encyclopedia, which you can consult, and as you can see in all my literature, lists in 1932 and 33 only 2.5 million Jews for the entire area. Everywhere that Hitler possibly could have been. There were only 2.5 million Jews, and yet he is accused of gassing 6 million Jews in a 2.5 million Jew area. I would be very grateful if the Jews would explain this to me. They've never done it. I think the 6 million Jew stuff is the biggest of all the big lies that has ever been told. And while we're at that subject, let me point out that in Mein Kampf, we hear forever about Hitler's big lies. If you will read and study in Mein Kampf, if you look at the actual book, rather than just listen to Jews like William L. Shirer telling about it, you will discover that Hitler says in Mein Kampf that the Jews are the great masters of the lie, and he says that their biggest technique is what he calls the big lie technique, and he says it's vile. He not only didn't invent it, he doesn't advocate it, he says it is a filthy technique by which the Jews tell an enormous lie, and it's so big that nobody ever suspects them. That's exactly what's going on in our country today.
Tell me this.
Has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
What?
Follow the clues. Who controls the media?
Well, common sense would tell you if you have a man standing in front of you saying he's going to reduce the world's population by 10 or 15% using vaccines, what does that mean to you? That means somebody's going to die because you put a vaccine in them. It doesn't mean you're going to save people. That's pretty much common sense in my brain. But yet I saw him say it. He said it.
And resembles rats. Who owns the banks and wears little hats?
Thank you, Delegate. There's a point of privilege on microphone 1, then we'll go to microphone 3. Go ahead, Delegate.
Yes. Hello, I was standing here with my gender equity card before you called on the previous speaker.
What?
That's my point of privilege that I would like to
I will explain the speaking order, which is fixed, that I cannot amend, which is the pro-con rotation. You can move yourself up a line that you're standing in.
I am pro, and I was...
We went,
You went pro, con...
We went pro, and my plan was to go con. The speaker at Con Mic 3 also has a speaking card.
Yesterday, this card was used in an inappropriate manner. And while I understand in Ontario we know this is equity, even if that, this was also used inappropriately in terms of gender. I want everyone to be mindful that these individuals like myself, who identify as a Black woman, have no value outside of this. Individuals like myself, who identify as a Black woman, have no value outside of this.
Behavior in each country was fine, but still got expelled from 109.
Oil that has been seized. The United States seized 1.9 million barrels of oil on December 10th.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit. And I stole it. Like, bro, but niggas don't understand. I talk facts. Lad, I talk facts.
Oh, you're right. Don't even deny it. That's cool.
Nigga, I talk facts. What deny? What, nigga? Give me that, nigga. I don't know. Okay. You know when a nigga got a girl, her shit fat? Bro, you wanna...
6th, 1915. This is 18 years before Hitler ever set foot in the government.
What?
Those people. 6 million Jews. October the 18th, 1918. And the article is called $1 billion fund to rebuild Jewry. September the 8th, 1919. And the article is called Ukrainian Jews aim to stop pogroms.
Stop.
Mass meeting here that 127,000 Jews have been killed and 6 million on power. 12th, 1919. And they've reduced to tragically unbelievable poverty, starvation and disease. About 6 million souls, or half the Jewish population of the earth.
What?
February 23rd, 1920. 6 million Jews.
What?
Friday, May the 7th, 1920. The Fund for Jewish War Sufferers in Central and Eastern Europe, where 6 millions face horrifying conditions of famine, disease and death. New York Times. Wednesday, July the 20th, 1921. 12 years before Adolf Hitler ever set foot in the government. Look at that. Russia's 6 million Jews are facing extermination by massacre. The Gazette, Montreal, December the 29th, 1931. And the article pretty much speaks of
stopping the Jews. The Jews won't let the Second World War stop. They keep the Second World War, they keep it going, they keep perpetuating it because they're making money. They keep it going, they keep perpetuating it because they're making money. As soon as the Second World War was over, they never stopped the brainwash. The brainwash that they were selling the American public was making money. You see what I'm saying? They were making money. They're not going to stop making money. If the combination's there to make money, they're going to keep selling it. They'll sell it all the way till I'm in the cell with a guy named Millman, Jerry Millman. And he's got pictures of Hitler and Japanese and things all. I said, boy, Hitler must have been a hell of a guy. He said, Hitler was terrible. I hate him. I said, why do you hate him? He said, I'm a Jew. I said, well, why do you enshrine this guy? Is he your daddy? And he looked up to his mother's fear. And his mother's fear was Hitler. Hitler was like his father figure. He loved Hitler, but he hated Hitler. He needed Hitler to hold him up. Because Hitler was holding his hate up. Because without his hate, he didn't exist. He didn't have no reason to live unless he had some hate. He didn't have any reason to buy and sell unless the money held him up. You took the money away from him, you took the hate away from him, he'd be gone. So how do you communicate to a whole group of people? You stand up and you take the worst fear symbol there is and say, there, now I've got your fear. Now I've got your fear. They keep it going, they keep perpetuating it because they're making money.
Thank you very much for watching the video. Seems we're still having schizophrenic technical difficulties. We might even have to start another whole new channel, who knows. But again, this is probably one of the more informative videos I've made. I hope you can catch the underlying message in the media I've produced. Again, thank you for watching. And I am hoping to try to fix whatever I need to lock down so we can have a regular channel again.